Yo, what's up? What's up? Let me get teams on. Yo, what's up? Who's in the chat?
Let's get this showing them up.
I haven't called him yet. Why do I stream now? Because it's the holidays and I can stay as long as I want. I don't have to worry about fucking going to work until Friday. Why not win the last one? Because I wanted some free time to myself.
Evaluation. Request to join UCA registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
Give me both names. What's up?
Just watching my trolling.
Yeah, guess who's missing the stream?
Wait, no fucking way. Why didn't you tell me Is Abigail?
Please proceed into the
No,
facility
it's
with the
just
cadaver.
other people.
Good work.
Is someone night-night?
Probably.
Well. Yeah. Why is the chat not working?
It is.
What's the last person someone said?
Sup, Brandon? Chill, Deems. I'm in the cutscene. I want to listen.
Hard one.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down. Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah, please, lay it down. Still no sign of that.
I know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach,
Hey, Deems, you talk
and
to
then
the
return.
chat.
60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day.
What do you mean?
Just
60
make sure,
opportunities to
just talk
search
to
the
the
beach
chat.
for
I don't
the
have time
heart of
to.
family. This is how I live.
Dude,
This is
I've
my
never
life.
talked to you,
So,
Abby. What do you
while you've
mean?
traveled to and from the scene an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549. I see myself in that photo. My wife and my child.
Deems, calm
It's
down.
like looking at the shape of my heart.
I need to hear this
The
shit.
doctors called it myocardial cordiphobia. Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartwent's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea. That the beach is real, and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest. 3 minutes at a time. And search for them. Day after day after day.
Also, you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart, the muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. Oh. A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you're supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
What's this, Jonathan?
It appears to be an
up.
umbilical cord.
Gavin,
Human by the looks of it.
for this past hour, have I called
But
anyone?
this was no
Thank
ordinary
you.
conduit between fetus and
Yeah,
placenta.
I'm gonna say
It looks more like BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions. I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach. A collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is a nice room. Just looking at this guy fucking dead. Not dead, I mean, this is really interesting story, to say the least.
Looks also interesting. This freaking chat.
Yeah.
One way to get someone's love is not to lie. Hope you know that, Abby. Definitely online.
Bruh, it makes sense. Like when I'm streaming, my controller seems to die. Now I gotta unplug my phone charger. Fuck. We can't play music, it's... Yeah. Fucking sucks. Deems, why'd you hang up?
Stand clear.
Yo, why'd you hang up?
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
What do you do?
Can't be easy living like this.
What do you think I'm playing my game?
And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films. You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films,
Oh God.
and stories.
No.
Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all down to
What the heck?
I'm scared.
time spent waiting to go back to the Satch. My
I'm
body may
even
be
more
present,
scared.
but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me. As it happens, I've read about your circumstance. I was in the ICU having heart surgery. Out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void out. The city and the hospital were spared the worst. But the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach.
Should we get to see her son?
The people who died in the two
Maybe.
void outs were there.
I hate this girl so sad.
What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family.
She doesn't know any mean.
It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart.
If she knows
But it's
this,
also the reason I'll see them again someday.
there's only one meme that I haven't
It
shared.
defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though. Even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a Prepperone station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory.
Play music.
It's to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase.
There is no
The
such thing
scientists
as
are all
non-copyrighted
colleagues of
music
mine from
memes.
the earlier expedition.
Wake up in
I'd
the
like
morning,
you
I got
to bring
XP
them
on
onto
my
Chiron
mind.
And yep, Deems is your music.
Establish our research posts along this
How
belt.
does she know this?
Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period,
No.
when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned
No
our
way.
backup team here.
Okay. Sure you
The
have.
past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the Knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a
Jonathan,
knot.
do you think this is for real?
Huh.
Sam, I want you to use a
There's no way
Cupid
she
to put the
did.
scientists on the network. Then go to Armory. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
Do you think she was trying to impress, or... I think Abby was just trying to impress us, you know?
Don't worry about him. The air mass door absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
Sam, you heard him. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal. Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Amelie's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edgenot City. And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The
So,
latter will be something for the Evo-Devo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station.
hell is this?
Thermal pad. Indispensable
read the
gear
chat
for
real
cold
quick.
weather operations. Especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains.
Huh. Interesting. That works.
What's she talking about?
Well, huh.
Okay, well, Buck, shut up. I'm just happy she knows
Studying
cosmic.
fossils
You...
as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
The structure the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period. The time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential.
Hey, Deems, I might be playing a horror game tonight. In VR.
Jonathan, did you tell Abby?
Hmm?
You didn't tell Abby that, right?
What?
Wait. How does she know I gave you the top rated account?
Hmm?
She knows I gave you my top ranked account.
I don't know.
Okay, that's a little creepy.
I don't see the problem, Deems. I'm
She
joking.
actually knows Cosmic. Like, you know what? Kind of test her a few times. Ask her this. On Jungle Planet in Season 3, what was the F-Top 1 faction?
So,
Why don't you just
how
type
long
that?
about me? How the attack that created and changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost
Can you
himself.
hear me?
For 21 years,
No,
he
just
was in a
type
severe
it.
cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death, extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab. Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCoy.
Season 3 Jungle, what was it, Abby? I'm done. I'm done. Like, I'm done. How should you know this stuff? No, this is impressive.
She's stalking you, Deems.
No, like, how does she know this stuff? I didn't even stream Season 3. Dude, I didn't even know Abby back then.
Really?
Do you think this is an OG backup here?
Eh.
Dude, I never mentioned this. I'm scared.
Holy.
Hey, Wolf, how about he's bad? I bad you. No. No way.
What?
Damn it.
She was not in that faction. If she could be in this faction, she's a genius. There's no way.
Bruh.
Get it together.
Why?
Thank you. Wait a second. Okay, how many deacons are there if you're such a genius?
What's wrong?
No, she's on point. Like,
What?
no, she's higher.
Nah.
They're adding 8 more. She played the video on college. They're adding 7.
Deems, how do you feel?
I don't know, I've been blessed.
I'm curious. What happens if I die? What the?
Should we do a quiz? Jonathan, you're down for a quiz?
Yeah, after I deliver this shit.
Well, I guess I'll have to make the questions for the quiz, Abby, because you think you know him better than he does. Ooh.
Not really knowledgeable.
Jonathan, how do you feel?
About what?
Abby said that she knows me better than you.
She's probably right too. All we do is talk about dumb shit most of the time, so.
Okay, Abby, if you know me so well, when's the first time that I went to FCC?
I don't even know this.
Sam Bridges. Oh, thank God for that. I was worried you might not get here in time, but then I've done
I don't care if
nothing.
yeah, see.
Oh, yes, right then.
Stalker. Who's talking? Oh. Stalker.
Just like that. Honest. Kai, this Strauss is producing.
Okay. That's not creepy.
Alright, I'm starting a VR stream. Y'all can join that one.
So, how does she know